Hello everyone, this is CJ Novo 992 and today we are back for a brand new episode of the Spfl. We're up to episode 5 already. We're finally back from the international break. As you can see, the international break was not great for me, was it? Individually. Team-wise, it was alright. We'll go back to winning ways a bit, but we'll speak about that later on. Anyway, let's introduce the rest of the guests then, shall we? Start off with the man. It's on the screen right now. It's Ryan 118. Hello, Ryan.
I didn't expect to be introduced first. That was a shock there. I'm no bad. Nice to be back. International break's over. Good news. And time to get talking about the proper football.
So the proper football. And yeah, usually I like to
Proper
start off
football.
low, then work my way up. That's the way I'm going to do with the guests now. So moving on, up level. Going to go at Goggsy and Heighton either. How's it going, Gogs?
Hello there.
Nice, shiny, bright yellow room, or is that just the medication, though?
I think it's your medication. Oh.
Nah, it's yellow.
Painted my walls claret and amber, so we've got claret on this side and amber behind me.
That's yellow, mate.
If I'm own room.
That's yellow, isn't it? Can we just go with the guess? That's yellow. Can we just all agree at that? That's yellow.
It does look yellow. It does look yellow.
Either yellow or mandarin, I don't know.
A wee cheeky mandarin. I like that. And the last but not least, it's the brother in blue himself, Sharpdiv. How's it going, man?
What's happening? So glad to be back.
Back to this discussing the real football, right? What it says. It's been a difficult time. Been a Scotsman during the international break. It's just shoveling with disappointment, isn't it? Somehow it gets worse.
Terrible.
That's an understatement.
I put up a tweet.
I don't.
At the Scotland
Wait.
All right, when you go, son.
I've still not received a notification of the stream.
I think we are actually on though.
I hope we're on because
you
we're
need
talking
to
away
actually
here
go to the stream, Goggsy, you pellet of a man. Like, you don't just
I'm
rely
looking
on
through his channel now and it's no.
Oh, you're terrible. Anyway, I'll just keep talking. I'll tell a wee story. Right, we're on.
Oh, we're on.
We're absolutely cooking on gas. We've done
what we need is one of the wee red lights. Then you not tell us. Oh, no.
He's a useless, stupid, yellow wad prick, isn't he? Yeah, we are on.
He's daft. Goggsy, you don't always get notifications. Come on, YouTube is not reliable.
YouTube's like, you don't rely on notifications.
It also seems like Goggsy's internet is just even worse now it's in Sunderland. I just didn't think it could get any worse.
I know.
Goggsy's just a pixel. He's just a pixel, right?
Just a pic. A single. Just a pic. Is he a kilobyte? He's a kilobyte there.
It's the same laptop. It's just I don't have any light.
It's like reading binary.
It's like it's trying to listen to R2D2 while trying to watch the binary. That is it.
Did it work because it pulls my stitches? That's fucking cool.
That's what it's like.
In fact, just keep speaking then. Just keep speaking then.
That was a plan.
You've already ruined the stream as it is anyway. So, Dev, what were you saying, mate, before you so rudely interrupted? You fired out a tweet about Scotland. What were you saying?
So I was at the match and there was a woman in front of me speaking to her man for a good solid 10 minutes and they were talking about buying socks. So she went on, this is whilst the first half was playing, and she went online, I think it was like Facebook Marketplace, it was that bad, it was that tragic, and she just proceeded to start buying socks whilst the game was happening. Oh, so that was great. It was 3-0 to Belgium at the time, and there was a woman buying socks, half the stadium was leaving, and it was terrible, basically.
That kind of sums up the international break for Scotland.
Yeah.
Terrible, absolutely terrible. Needed some new socks. But diving into the SPFL, we're going to start with the first game. We're going to start with yourself, mate, because we went with you last time. So where would you like to start, mate?
I'll start with Aberdeen versus St Johnstone.
Get the worst game out the way.
I did not.
It wasn't a great game at all. Didn't enjoy it myself. Thought the game lacked quality. And it's another poor performance for Aberdeen. It's dropped points. I think McInnes will be looking to go into games versus teams like St Johnstone and get the win. I know St Johnstone are a hard team to play against, but I just think away from home at Pittodrie, Aberdeen should be at least creating more chances. They never had a lot of chances, and I just think they're really missing two players that went this summer, and that's Gary Mackay-Stevens and their captain Shinnie. People forget how long Shinnie was there. He's been there for when Aberdeen have been playing well, doing better in the league and such. Finishing second a couple of times. So he's been there through all that, and now that they've like lost him, I think they're missing a lot within that team. And they've recruited, but they're just not doing enough. They've not got enough quality. They're not getting close enough to Cosgrove, as we discussed previously, and they're just not creating enough chances for me.
I've got to agree. I thought the one bright spark once again was their left back. Is it Lee? Is that how you pronounce it? Like I thought the left back was very, very exciting. He's very fast, very strong, and he got involved with a chance where he whipped a beautiful cross into Cosgrove. I think it hit off the defender, went slightly wide, and then he was obviously really involved for the actual goal as well. But I think he's the only one that's performing right now. And again, we're continuing. The running theme of today's show is going to be pressure on managers. And I just want to see, is there any pressure now on Deke as the results keep? You know what I mean? They just sitting away one side there. How he's feeling about that?
Potentially, but I don't think that he is the one that will be under most scrutiny. To be quite honest, I think that lies somewhere else. Potentially, but maybe they did have a slow start to the season last year. Guys like Ferguson probably step up this year. He had an outstanding season last year. I would like to see him maybe have a wee bit more freedom, get allowed to go forward a bit more, because he has got an eye for goal. Had a free kick in the match that was close, and I would like to see maybe Ferguson have a wee bit more freedom for Aberdeen.
Perfect. Right, I just want to ask you, because you obviously saw St Johnstone in the first game of the season where they were absolutely, they looked awful. I mean, they gave up after about 2 goals. They threw about 3 in. But the last couple of results, they're showing a wee bit of grit and determination. A couple of wee signings to the squad again. He's not really got much to work with, but they seem to be adding a bit more steel to the squad. So I just wanted to see, from St Johnston's point of view, how do you like the play?
Well, for St Johnston's point of view, very difficult. I'm not a St Johnstone fan, but
well, he's everyone else in the league. Let's fucking be fair.
to be fair to them, I would agree with what you're saying there. They have showed improvement, but they've still. It's no excuse for the performance that Aberdeen put in. Yeah, the other day at Pretoria. I mean, you look at the way that St Johnstone started the season. 2 points heading into that game. Despite how they may have picked up, I mean, you're playing Celtic the first game of the season. It's one of the ones you feel like giving them a bye. You feel like just saying, right, like it's flag day, it's party time for Celtic. I've got to go out and they're going to play their best football. So Johnson just kind of laid down and took it. They have improved, yes, but Aberdeen should be going out to Pretoria on Saturday afternoon there and performing far better than they have. And their start to the season hasn't been sparkling either. And I do replicate which I can't remember if it was Diver CJ that said that they're not an easy team to play. But it's incredibly disappointing from an Aberdeen fan perspective. You've got to do a lot better. St Johnstone, though, it is massive for them. And maybe this is one of these games that will now help them go back to McDermott Park. And I believe they're at home in the next game. I wrote it down anyway. I did it. Well, it's against Rangers. Maybe no. But
hard task, Brian, you're right. That is a hard task for any team.
But St Johnstone, getting a point there, it could be the start of something for them, despite having to play Rangers. They just need to kind of get through this phase, though. They need to kind of chug along and hope for the best. Nah, chug along.
Chug along.
I never thought I'd give that in the SPFL. Chug along. There we are. All right, I do need to ask you one question, because one of the main talking points for the game was the penalty kick that was given to St Johnstone. The referee blew for it. He was shoving everyone out the way. Then the linesman actually called them over and overruled it. So I just wanted to go across the board. Was it a penalty or was it not for St Johnstone in the second half? Div, your opinion, mate?
I think it was a dive. I think he threw himself to the ground and then he kind of tried to jump up quickly to pretend that he didn't do it, but then he just thought, oh, fuck it, and turned to the ref and he went, give me a penalty, he gave him it, but then he's obviously overruled. I don't think it was a penalty, I think it was a dive.
Gogs?
It was a blatant dive. He should be booked for it.
Ryan?
Should have been booked, aye.
Absolutely, dive. One thing I forgot to touch on actually when talking about the game. What was Joe Lewis playing it for the goal?
That was shocking.
Jesus,
that was terrible.
I mean, I rate Joe Lewis quite highly in the league. I think he's one of the best keepers in the league, and that was just unbelievable. But the main point, no penalty.
Never a penalty. That was Goggsy kind of took my thunder in a wee bit, because I was going to say, because he never received a yellow card. So where's the consistency? If the linesman tell him he's dived and overruled his decision, surely the referee's got to say, oh fuck, right, yellow card then. But he never. It's just one of these weird ones. But for me, a draw was kind of a fair result. Aberdeen, couple of half chances if you want to stretch that, but St Johnstone in the second half is a better team, even though they scored an absolute disgusting goal for MOH. But a draw, fair result. Go with that?
Aye, definitely.
Yep, fair enough.
Delighted with that.
Ryan, moving on to the next game, mate. We'll go yourself.
I am going to go with the match at Rugby Park. I'm going to go for Kilmarnock versus Hibernian, which was exactly. Look, very positive result for Kilmarnock, but it goes on for Hibs. The worries are building up now. I mean, you look at the sides of the capital; it's not going too well at all. I mean, Hibs, they have the squad to be up fighting towards the top end of the table. We talk about it every week, and they fall now to a Kilmarnock side who will be relieved, I'd say. Finally, a positive, not just a wee scrappy game, a positive performance, a positive result as well, and a couple of cracking goals into the bargain. I mean, some of the notes I've got written down here, Hibs started the game well. I thought they looked quite lively. It looked as though they could have been the team that were going to get the win. You've seen how both teams have started the season. They've done well. Marlon was unlucky. There was another shot from outside the area, which was incredibly unlucky. But after Kilmarnock got the first goal, it really looked as though they were the only team willing to control the game. It looked easy enough for them. And as I said, I think it'll be a big sense of relief to Kilmarnock fans now seeing a positive performance under the new manager.
Goggsy, what was your thoughts on the game, mate?
I think, well, I want to just give a shout out to the whole Kilmarnock team. But what?
Like fucking the sun came up behind you like Teletubbies or something there. Jesus Christ, I shot myself.
Anyway, so I just want to say I want to admire how Alessio's come and turned the team from how Clark played the team, and they actually have started to put in a decent performance now every week. He's now got him playing the way he wants him to play, and it may have taken a wee a few tumbles at the start, but I think they're potentially starting to come back up to the top 6.
Pick up so far. Yeah, I agree with that, mate. Div, what was your thoughts, especially that first pass, the assist? Jesus, that was some pass.
Aye, that was some pass. I just wish O'Donnell could have done that for Scotland.
I did it.
That's why.
Wait, can we not just say that for every Scottish player though?
Oh, them, aye. But especially Big O'Donnell, man. Yeah. But that's why O'Donnell got called up. I know he's no first choice for Scotland and that, but he puts in good performances for Kilmarnock week in, week out at this level. Maybe international level, he just doesn't cut it. But that pass was a brilliant pass. Got to say, the right back's positioning I didn't think was too great, but anyway, he puts it on a dime and it's a good finish. And I'm just looking at the league table here. That's now Kilmarnock up to 7 points. Hibs still on 4 points, but something that really sticks out to me, Kilmarnock are on 0 goal difference, so they're not conceding a lot of goals. But Hibs are on -9, which is the worst in the league. They're not doing great at all. Heckingbottom just has not done well this year, and Hibs fans were obviously excited going into this season because he came in, he done a job last year, but he's struggling big time. The defence isn't great, no doing well. The midfield isn't strong enough, and I feel like I say this every single week, but they've not got a striker either. They don't have somebody that can put the ball in the net.
Yeah,
they've got
which we've seen again.
There's got to be something deeper to at the problem of Hibs. I don't believe it can all just be placed at Heckingbottom. There's something in that changing, and I don't know what it is. The attitude's gone. The environment must be. I don't know. It's just there's something no right watching that Hibs team. It just feels like they've not got each other. There looks as though there's no chemistry in the park.
It looks like some people like each other, some people didn't. To me, when I watch them as well,
it just looks as though there's something no there, and I don't think. Yes, the manager's got to take a lot of responsibility for that. It's his job. He's the manager. Any workplace, a manager's job is to get his staff working together. It's not happening, but I think there's just something deeper out of Heckingbottom's hands. Maybe it'll get fixed soon, but he's going to hurry up because he'll find himself in the same situation as some others.
Aye, some other people. I mean, there's a lot of heat on him right now. And the one thing I do want to say as well, by the way, is I thought it was a statement performance for the right back, because obviously you Celtic side the left back, that was one of their best players, and a lot of questions were going to be how was his defence, and I thought he stepped up being on the other side of that, one of these guys that struggled in Scotland. I thought that was a real statement performance, and he stepped up and answered the bell with that. But again, we're going to get to it, ladies and gentlemen. I've seen your messages, I've seen your tweets. The Hibs manager will go round the board. Should he be punted, yes or no? We'll start with yourself, Ryan, because you just laid off there, so yes or no for you?
At this point, no.
Gogs?
Not at this point, but if it keeps going the rate it is, within a few weeks, definitely.
Dev?
Do you know what? It's early doors, but But if he gets beat in the Edinburgh Derby, I think his time will be up. It will be damage control for Hibs. He can't keep conceding the amount of goals that they've been conceding. And listen, the buck falls at the manager at the end of the day. Aye, the players might not be getting on. The board might be absolute arseholes. But the buck falls to the manager, and he's not went out and replaced players. Canberry's still in the team. You've got like dinosaurs in there, like Stevenson, the midfield. Like, aye, so the buck falls at the manager for me, and I think it can do that Edinburgh Derby. If he gets beaten that, then it could be bye-bye Heckenbottom.
Bye indeed. That kind of sums me up perfectly, because I was going to say it's kind of a manager showdown next week, and that's where I was going to go with banter. I think whoever loses the derby next week's getting sacked. That's where I was going. So
watch it be a 0-0.
Oh, you can't draw on it. Both of them keep their jobs. That's the way it's actually going to go. But
it'll be chaos in Edinburgh.
Chaos. So good result for Kelly, starting to string some wins. Hibs still struggling and just look absolutely ideas. One thing I do want to say, by the way, they seem to start every game like brightly, but then just seem to just fade away so quick. See when they didn't get that early goal, they fade away so soon.
It honestly looks as though like when something doesn't go their way, they just give up. What is the point in trying?
It was that one block because they were absolutely in control. They had that volley inside the box. It looked like it was gone in the back of the net. It ends up hitting their own players. It's almost like they went, fuck it, it's still going to work. And then they just gave up. So it's weird. They just seem to quit after about 15 minutes. But we'll move on from there. Goggsy 99er. We'll go to yourself, son. What do you want to discuss?
I want to talk about the Hearts Motherwell game.
Oh, on you go, son. Easy your report.
Right. Okay.
He's gone. Smart man.
Right. Count me in, lads.
Let's hope you just don't gut shit for it.
Motherwell piled more pressure on Craig Levein as the Jambos slumped to their 12th successive home game without a win. Michael Gallagher's two-winning header opened the scoring for the visitors after 20 minutes and never looked back. Half-time, the tie should have been well and truly over. Had chances from Cole, Donnelly and Polworth all being converted. The second half carried on proceedings and Sherwin Seedorf latched onto a poor pass by Ikpeazu and twatted the ball in off the crossbar to double the lead. The hosts got one back, however, as Motherwell were exposed down the left-hand side and Ikpeazu headed home the rebound. And then soon after that, Washington had a shot saved by Gillespie. Yep. But then Motherwell cleared the ball. Hilton chased it down, and Sean Clare was made to look like a fanny.
That was so bad. That was shocking.
It was the worst bit of defending I've ever seen.
God.
And Hilton kept the composure and dumped it, and then put it past the keeper. Machino got a consolation for the hosts, but it wasn't enough.
Perfect, mate. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thanks for that. Right, where do we?
I need a lie down after that.
Where do we even start with this one? Should we talk about Clare just being brutal as always? Can we just talk about? Oh my sweet 55 goodness, he is dug me, isn't he?
He's bad.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Like it wasn't the fact that he missed that sitter in the first half as well. It was the fact that it goes away, and I don't know what he's doing for the defending. Truly, if you've not seen the highlight, please go check it. It's absolutely hilarious. He's just, and he's one of the main problems, by the way, because again, I've got to be honest with you, I share a lot of this in the Spfl group, but a lot of he's tagged me in this, like the Heart stuff, and he's one of the main problems that a lot of the fans have saying, why is he continually get a start? And I've got to agree, like, why is he getting a start? What does he
because Craig Levein is potentially one of the most stubborn managers ever walk the face of the earth. We've seen it.
We knew that when he was a Scotland manager.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I was when he was Scotland boy. Just such a stubborn man. And things are not. If you're looking for a change at Craig Levein, you're not going to get it.
No. And I think the fans realise that as well, because one of the main things I took away from the game, Goggsy, apart from obviously the good play for Motherwell, was the boos. Holy shit! I mean, the Hearts fans made themselves known throughout that. Obviously, there was protests after the game, but during the game as well, I thought after the first 10 minutes or so,
it's like, I don't know if any of you play Football Manager, right? I'm going to use a wee analogy here, right? And Football Manager, right? You have your team, you've got a winning formula. You have a fantastic season, you win the league, blah blah blah, and then the next season you could go 15 games without a win, but you're that stubborn that you know they can win. You don't make any changes. That's Craig Levein.
No, that's just you, Ryan. You're just a bad manager.
Nah, right, maybe.
Sorry, boys. What are you going to need to top my fucking nose and start to bleed again? So great, fantastic. Let somebody take it away. I mean, Goggsy, as a Motherwell fan, as
sceptical as you like to be every week, we ask you, well, what's your prediction? You go against them. Motherwell are looking good this season. I believe their performances have been fantastic at points. I mean, you must be happy. You must surely be happy, feeling a bit more confident in your side after the weekend.
Well, yeah, but I'm never actually going to make my true prediction until the actual day of the game. That's my conspiracy. That's why I always put 1-0 to the other team.
Thanks for clarifying.
I'm a liar. That's
There
what
we
I
go.
go for.
I've got you back.
No, but I just want to say the one shining light I saw in the Hearts' performance on Saturday was that Japanese boy, Machino.
Yeah,
He came on, he had a shot saved by Gillespie, and then Piazzu scored the rebound, and then he scored himself. So I think he's going to do bits for them if Hearts start actually properly playing. But
see,
I love how we have.
See, just got off the back of what you just said there. If he starts to play, he's never a Craig Levein player. Levein has never started.
He's not
trusting him. He's going to bring him on 5 minutes to go for the rest of the season.
I love how we've got two completely different complexions and opinion there. You've got Goggsy backing him up so much, then Div just with a nah.
Just
I mean, I'm an optimist, but not with Craig Levein.
No, I'm not either.
Nah. Couldn't fucking.
Nah.
Listen, he's got Harry Cochrane in his ranks, and he can't kick a ball. He's not even in the squad.
He's been farmed out on loan to Dunfermline.
Was he on loan now? Brilliant.
The
The boy that strolled it, he obviously had his troubles, but he done really well in parts 2 years ago. Is now in Dunfermline in loan. What an idiot, honestly. And he's playing guys, I don't like throwing players under the bus, but players I don't think are good enough to play for a club that are as big as Hearts, like Stephen McLean up front. He gets subbed 56 minutes into the game for the Japanese lad Machino. He's not good enough. Like, you can go through the squad, he's got Glenn Whelan, like he's slower than a 46 bus turning a corner. He's 30. Honestly, he's ancient, and this just shows you this guy to a T, right? Craig Levein. And this is why Hearts are so frustrated in him. They've got this young talented boy away to Dunfermline on loan, and they've got Glenn Whelan in. Come on, I know he was a good player back in 1948 or whenever he was in his peak.
A good year for a good year.
Listen,
high assist year that.
Aye, and he's also making Hawkett look like a oxygen thief and all, and he's some player. So Craig Levein needs to go. He's terrible.
It's beyond conversation
Absolutely
at this point.
bad.
There's only so much we can talk about Craig Levein. We've came on every week. We've degraded the man. We have Pulty Scants well and truly done. He should be gone. He should be, and that's it. That's pretty much it.
Wow. I hope that that doesn't get clipped. We'll pull his scants all the way down, and he should be gone. Okay, that's SPFL show endorsed.
Oh, somebody should make a no context SPFL show. That would be brilliant.
Ryan would be murdered every week.
That would be good.
My favourite one would be the Dundee Hamilton one. That would be good. That's a good one. One thing I do want to touch on, because we've not even mentioned him, is Seedorf for Motherwell.
Yeah.
I think he's absolutely outstanding. I've got to be honest with you.
He was
so excited.
Can I ask a small and maybe perhaps stupid question? Is he actually related to Dee Seedorf?
He's a
distant cousin.
Okay.
Distantly, but yes.
I wasn't too sure if he was related to.
He's a distant cousin. That's what Wikipedia told me. So
right.
Thanks guys.
Anyway, continue, TJ.
I just thought he was absolutely outstanding. Every time we got the ball so bright, his goals absolutely outstanding. Let's not take it. Talk about a young guy with confidence. He gets the ball on his end and he just sprints it 2 centre halves and just absolutely smashes it. It's in before the goalie can even dive. Fair play, a lot of confidence. And I just thought he was a threat all day. He really stood out to me. I thought he was outstanding. Like, honestly, I was watching him, to be fair.
CJ, can I borrow some of your hankies? I think I'm also starting to get a nosebleed at Motherwell being third at the league.
Hey! I mean, you've already done that during the SPFL show chat, but we'll pretend that's the first time I've heard that.
Yeah, please.
Even Ryan,
Me and Ryan are just not entertained with that whatsoever.
Ryan and Tim's heard that already. Look, they're just fucking done with it.
Men the show, the new, or
Passport
we need to
boys, that's all.
Anything else to talk about, boys? Well,
anything but that, let's let's move on swiftly. Seedorf was class. He was brilliant. He gets subbed quite prematurely, I thought, earlier in the season when Motherwell played Celtic. I know that you say it was dreadful, but I thought it was a wee bit premature. He never wasn't really in the game, but he's coming onto a game now. And he's just fisted it right into the net there.
You're playing it out you're playing to the context, Twitters. That's it. That's what you're doing there, fisting.
What a goal for the boy. Absolutely superb. I thought Big Gallagher's header was a peach and all.
Yeah.
Solid performance, man.
He squeaked it right into the net there.
Oh my god. Right.
And
I'm going to save Div from himself here before he's a meme the rest of the night. Let's move on to the next game, and it's going to be Ross County 2, St Mirren 1. I thought one of the best games of the weekend.
I was literally about to say that. I think it was probably the most entertaining game to catch up on.
I was thinking that when I was watching it. I was like, I would have actually enjoyed being at this game.
It was
the amount of drama that was going on.
It was just two teams just playing football and going after each other. Like it was just brilliant, refreshing to watching Scottish football. You've got to give them a lot of credit. I mean, we've all spoke their individual praises so far this season, so seeing them actually playing against each other was actually really interesting to see, and I was impressed once again by the St Mirren captain. I think he's some player. I think I put him in my top 5 the week before the international break, and once again he was outstanding. But there was a bad moment. The first one we'll talk about was the goal from Ross County, which I thought was nice. But the St Mirren goal, we're talking about goalkeeper howlers earlier on, Ryan.
I know exactly. I have once again on my sheet in big bold letters, terrible goalkeeping.
What happened
on
there?
The sheet again.
That one just takes a jammy dodger, honestly.
You need to stop it, you. You need to calm it down.
What? I'm just being myself.
You just he's got a script to Higgs he's trying to fit in. He's like, right,
no.
We'll get David. Right, we'll get double
in my brain.
We'll fix Revels in there somewhere. We'll get that.
Religion.
Everyone.
What? I'm doing the Eddie Hearn.
We'll get political.
Oh, right, okay.
I'm doing the Eddie Hearn.
Some set of balls in that, lad, I'll tell you that. Some set of balls. But one player I actually want to talk about, by the way, we were all laughing at, that's Foster, Richard Foster. I thought he had actually a really good game.
Good eye.
And I don't think I've ever said that since probably about 2007.
He's my worst ever Rangers player of all time.
I've never forgiven him for that miss versus Valencia to put us through the group stages. Never forget it. I was there with my dad. Let's move on though. But I thought he was brilliant, and he was instrumental with the goal as well for Ross County. Whipping a delicious ball in. Big man Stewart gets to it again. His volley's absolutely scrubdiddlyumptious, to be fair. And he was one of the big men that really stood out to me. Again, the big man. Leads the line, and I just thought he was absolutely outstanding. So, Ryan, what was you thinking of the game then? Because you obviously got similar thoughts to me, but
I thought it was overall, first off, very entertaining game, as I've already touched on. But I thought that St Mirren, for a large majority of the game, were very unlucky until it came to that. Their defending was piss poor when it came to the winner for Ross County. Absolutely terrible defending. Apart from that, though, I think St Mirren, you know what both teams were teams who said it at the start, wrote them off, kind of didn't expect much for them, but they're supplying some good football I watched this season on both sides. Ross County have started positively for a team of their quality, and the same with St Mirren. St Mirren going through a lot of changes as well, a new manager coming in and such. Look, St Mirren are playing to stay in the league again. And if they do perform at this level, I do believe they can do it, because I hope so for the entertaining side of things. But look, if they can take their chances, and I think I've said this so many times about St Mirren on the show already, if they take their chances this season, they're a team who will stay up. They're better than the likes of how Hearts are playing right now. They could stay up, but they could easily dispatch of Hearts. If they want to play tomorrow, easily.
I'd back St Mirren. See if we were doing predictions, I'd pick St Mirren.
I've been picking St Mirren right now.
I saw that. And County should have done it.
Exactly.
See the sorry to interrupt you then, but see the big boy, the ball was going in the net and he was offside, and he's touched it. Honestly, if he was my teammate, I would have tackled him with shoulders.
That's one of the things I've got.
That's something I would have done.
Mate, I'm pretty sure about 60 Goggsy's goals are fucking that for me.
Aye.
True.
Well, if he didn't touch that, then things could have been different.
At least you get your assist bonus, did you?
That's true.
You can't get an assist for an offside goal, mate.
No, it's called offside.
See the offside though, because the first camera I got, it didn't look offside to me because the guy was keeping on, but I think it's the rule with the goalkeeper.
No, he wasn't offside.
He
was in line with the goalkeeper.
No, he was behind the goalkeeper.
Right in line.
The first boy was in line with the goalkeeper, and then the second June, who was right on the bloody line, what an idiot to have a man
Aye, 'cause
puts
you
it
can't
in the
be
net.
behind the goalkeeper do that.
Can't be behind
It's
the
one of
goal.
the things you can kind of understand the instinct to the ball coming towards you. Like, oh fuck, let's tap this in.
But it's
But
gone in.
you're a professional
It's-
footballer. You know what you're
Aye,
doing.
That's
Yeah. Away.
That's shocking.
It's the fact that he's standing on the line and it's not as if it just hits off him. He puts the effort in
Oh,
to
he's
steal
done
that
that.
goal. That's
That's
Connor
his mind.
Golden-esque.
It was. That's exactly what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking.
The whole time. Aye, Golden would have
Aye.
been annoying that day. If we'd be moaning if that was us, because Golden would have fucking done that day. Big beautiful bastard. Right, moving on from there though, the last I want to say by the way is the battle of the captains, because as much as I talked up the captain for St Mirren, it was the captain for Ross County that stepped up and smashed it in. And again, the defending's horrible, but decent finish for the big man.
Listen, he puts it in the pokey.
St Mirren were frantic towards the end of the game. You seen them panicking for that goal. You seen the players rushing out of position. They just looked uncertain. They put the final nail in the coffin for themselves.
Definitely, but they're both exciting teams. I really hope they both stay up and continue to play that way. I know obviously they just got beat there, but hopefully that doesn't put St Mirren down, because I want to see Scottish teams playing football that way. And if you haven't watched the highlights or watched any of that game, I suggest you go and watch the highlights and just see two Scottish clubs playing football the right way and just playing. Brilliant. I was really impressed with it. Right, moving on to the next game of football, and it's back to Sharpdiv himself.
Oh my god.
2 games left to choose from.
2 games, mate.
Seriously, going to put that on me?
Aye, well, you can pick the good game.
I can't pick that because that one needs to be saved to last. So I'll pick a Hamilton Celtic game.
Alright.
Cheers for that, CJ.
Sorry,
Cheers.
mate, I'm off my game, mate. It's the medication. I'm fucking icky where I am.
Cheers, pal.
Div, that's nice of you, thank you.
Not a lot to say, to be quite honest.
Not much
Poor
at all.
game. I thought that Big Rice Boy sat in, tried to defend, and I think maybe because it was a new system, bit different for Hamilton are used to playing, they let Celtic in. Good goal. Forrest put it in the net, and then after that, there wasn't much to talk about, was there? I mean, Celtic, Forrest hit the crossbar in the second half.
That was a good save.
Which would have been a marvellous finish as well.
It would have been decent. But poor defending, I think, for him to have that amount of touches close to the goals. And then Hamilton had a couple of counter-attacks that they could have potentially nicked a point for the game, but other than that, it was a crap game of football. Wasn't great.
See their number 9 or 99 he says in the back of the shirt. He needs to start hitting the back of the fucking net, or at least hit the target. That's the 3rd game in a row I've seen him go through and just drag it wide. It needs to be hitting that on target. That's a massive chance. Defence split out once again with one single pass. Hamilton probably be a bit frustrated with that, if I'm being honest with you. And I thought going into the game it's maybe going to be a cricket score, especially when he scored so early on. But
Tell me about
it. Well, that's what I was kind of referring to.
Aye.
What was it you said at the?
No, well, I mean, here we go. Elyounoussi could have scored about 30 seconds into the game. Thinking, right, on you go. And then Forrest does score about 3 minutes in.
Aye, the first 4 or 5 minutes, Hamilton were all over the place.
This is going to be a 10-0 here. I had to put up a tweet. Oh, sorry, press 0 after 1 by accident because it was 1-0.
Idiot.
Fantastic.
Just want to shout out Raccoon, by the way, donates £5 to the chat. Says, when you hit 55, yell, hate everyone. That's not a bear. Andy Taker also donates £2. Says, apparently Levine is both manager and technical director. Well, that's something I was going to get to right at the very end, because again, he's actually came out and defended his own position, so I'll keep that. Andy, thanks for chipping that in. I do want to fire it to the guys later on, don't worry, I'm not off the going with it. But about the Celtic Hamilton game, what was your overall thoughts on it as well then, Ryan?
I mean, Div's pretty much said that. It was not an exciting game of football. For the opening 5 minutes, you're thinking we should have went on and beat them, but it's difficult. You see the way that teams like Hamilton set up in games like that, despite them actually coming out their shell a little bit more towards the end of the game. They set up the minute you're anywhere near the box, the minute you've got a sniffer getting towards that area, there's 11 men surrounding. There's 11 players around the ball. You can't do much. They were kind of suffocating the life out of the game after we got the goal, because to be fair, you don't want to lose, but heavily at your own stadium. So they were probably just going out and making sure that didn't happen. But look, as Neil Lennon put it, these performances at the end of the day are the kind of games that will get you over the line and win the league titles, and this kind of performances that will happen throughout the season. And you've got to accept it. It happened plenty of times under Rodgers, and we've seen it plenty of examples in the past as well. If you get the 3 points, it's what matters. We got the 3 points. We kept them out and kept another clean sheet.
Well, that actually leads me perfectly to something I wanted to bring up, because I just thought it was interesting the way it was reported, because kind of, it's been reported exactly the way you said, Ryan, that people are saying that it was a champion's performance, you need to go out and do that, but It's very reminiscent of when Rangers went to St Mirren and only won by one goal, and everyone said Rangers struggled in that game and they were poor, they should be put in bare. I just thought it was interesting, the difference, the way it was reported. For me, they're both performances that you need in a season, and I thought as much as people are going to say Hamilton maybe should have scored that back post free header and everything like that, again the goalie's pulled out a world day to save it to go 2-0. I thought it was just a performance that you're going to get throughout the season, exactly the same as what I said when Rangers went to St Mirren and only won 1-0. I just thought it was interesting, the difference, the way it was reported, so yeah, I just wanted to bring that up on the show as well. Have you got anything else you want to add, mate?
Just Hamilton, basically, we're just trying to stay in the game, I think. Yeah. And it was definitely very reminiscent of the Rangers-St Mirren game. But Rangers obviously didn't get that early goal. St Mirren were better in their shape probably than Hamilton. Hamilton obviously got there after that wee scrapey 10 minutes where Celtic just... it genuinely did look like it could be 3-4, 5-0. But they kind of regained... After Celtic got the goal, I know they're not really bothered to a certain degree. Do you know what I mean? I knew Hamilton need to do something to them because they're already winning. So come and do something to us. It wasn't a great game at all. That's it. That's all I can say really on it.
Goggs, you got anything else you want to add, mate?
No, I think everything I was going to bring up has been touched upon. Yeah, Hamilton were just...
That's going to get clipped. Do that. That's going to be the clips out of context.
I think he's need it.
Aye. So you just speak a wee bit louder, Goggs, if you didn't mind, son?
No, that's all. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Very brilliant from you as usual, as per usual.
Just like give a quick mention to the debutante of the week in El Yunusi. But it was looked cracking in the first half.
I was just about to say, mate. You just talked about how boring the game and no much happened. You're like, I shouted this guy. He was bright in the first half. It was the he just
opened up nicely, you know, coming into the game. I had a high expectation when you're looking at somebody who Southampton signed for £16 million. Could have scored within the opening 30 seconds. And then assisted the goal very nicely. So
it will be interesting to actually see how that El Yunusi does, because obviously it has flopped at Southampton and they've signed a number of players like Stuart Armstrong. He went down there. He's kind of flopped as well. So I don't know how much we can read into it. Obviously, El Yunusi had a good year in the Champions League and stuff with Basel. But then obviously he's flopped at Southampton, and Southampton aren't a great side. They're not a great side at all. So it'll be interesting to see how much he plays. Does he come straight in for Mikey Johnstone? Because he's been brilliant so far. It's another example. It's another example of just somebody coming up from down south and another Scottish player drop him out, if that's the case. Yeah. Just for this big supposed to be something guy. So I don't know. I'm not a Celtic fan. I don't know.
What we kind of seen from El Yunusi at the weekend was he's got to be comfortable playing anywhere in that part of the park on the left, whether it be in the middle or the right, as long as that kind of attacking it. Well, a bit, but Scott Sinclair was strictly more to the left-hand side, and that is where he played. Right. So, with El Yunusi, you know, you can see him maybe drop him in the right or maybe in the middle. The way he drifted along that attacking area of the park. So Johnstone, I do imagine, will still get his fair share of chances. But no, I'll have a wee soft. I signed El Yunusi like 3 years ago for Celtic FM, so it's a bit of a flashback. So I have that wee kind of soft spot there.
Can I just ask, is it a loan or is it a permanent?
It's a loan. It's a loan deal for the season.
Right, you walked in and out. Right, we'll move on to the last game then, and actually, weirdly, goes to Ryan 118.
Is it? Does it?
I swear that's not even meant, by the way. I've got Div to talk about the Celtic game, and I've got Ryan to talk about the Rangers game.
You've cheated me here, boy. I think you've cheated me here.
No, I'm being serious, because then it goes back to me, then Goggs.
Right, okay. Right, final game of the episode. Rangers Livingston.
4 goals.
4 goals. A scare for Rangers at first, maybe going behind 1-0. I don't know how you were feeling at that moment in time. All I remember was kind of.
I could have cracked a walled up with my arsehole.
As I heard it come through in the Super Scoreboard, that did put a cheer in my face, and I heard it was 1-0. But no, Rangers doing well to come back and win the game as they were expected to do. Livingston, you've got to win at Ibrox in that sort of game. Div, CJ, you just want to analyse the performance, take it away, because you will know a hell of a lot more than me.
Daniel, I've already done my say, mate.
I thought it was quite a nervous performance for Rangers. It wasn't a great performance in my opinion. Livingston caused us a lot of problems, had quite a few chances. Dykes, I thought, done well up until he was sent off. But Rangers still had their opportunities like they always do. We always have a number of opportunities, apart from a couple of weeks ago when we just decided not to turn up that day. But
we actually played
usually
wingers.
Rangers, we actually played wingers in this game, which was great. That was good. We had somebody that could actually carry the ball more than 5 feet. But it was a very nervous performance. Morelos had a number of chances. That's what he does. Wasn't converting them. Missed a couple of chances, but as he does, he gets his goal. He's always in the right position. What I really loved about it was the fact that he ran out of Defoe. So obviously they have a great partnership. And I hope he's learning a lot from him. And they get the result, we get the win, and it's back to winning ways. So
I just want to touch on something else. I was actually very impressed with the way that Livingston set up, because I thought they were just going to come and park the bus throughout the entire game. But if you watch the actual game of football, there was 10-15 minute spells where they came out and actually tried to attack. Like, it wasn't the full game, I'm going to be honest with you. It's maybe 70% they were mostly defending, but a couple of times they got forward. And obviously one of the most controversial bits we need to talk about, for just being fair, is they did score to make it 2-1. Andy Halliday was sent on his arse. He needs to go to the gym. And then the referee gave it as a foul on Andy Halliday. I just wanted to get your thoughts on that, Div. Foul or no foul?
It's soft.
Yeah,
definitely. It's soft. But Andy Halliday's really smart. Watch him over the course of 90 minutes when he plays. He's one of the most fouled player that you'll see.
He's great.
Did they not take the lead?
He's caused what?
Did they not take the lead?
Are you alright?
Aye, mate. Are
you fucking alright?
You're back in 1983 with fucking Glenn Whelan.
See, you skipped 8 minutes, mate. Well, fuck you. You'll go back and hear about that, Sonny.
Alright.
He's still checking to see if the stream zone, isn't he?
He is
you
in
bastard.
1983.
Let me recap it for you then, Goggsy.
No. I watched
terrible tackle. Gonna you stop swearing, mate? I don't know how many times I need to tell you on this. It's supposed to be PG, and you just continuously keep saying the worst word you can say.
Shocking.
It's terrible for you. Absolutely shocking, eh?
Hey.
Andy Hardy's really intelligent when it comes to that. He knows where to put his body, but it was really soft. There was obviously a bit of contact. Was it enough to go down? Probably no. Probably not. He gets away with that one.
I thought it was. I said it was kind of one of those what goes around comes around, because I go back to the game last year versus Hibs when Tavernier was fouled at the edge of the box. Remember that? They ended up just kicking it up and scoring to make it 1-1. So I was like, that's a bit cruel. That's kind of a bit of cruel justice.
It's a shame on Livy, but in it, Hibs do something, so then Livy get punished.
Well,
God works in mysterious ways.
Hibs are being punished enough. You know what I mean? They're fucking staying.
Oh, Hibs are just like,
rats.
True. That's a good point.
Ryan Murray likes you. Fucking dude. That's the way they're gone right now. But I was actually impressed with Livy. But again, Rangers, I love the way they responded, and that's the difference in this Rangers team. When they went down there, they grabbed the ball right away. They all knew. They switched on, and Tavernier for me took care of the game. I was very impressed with Cap.
That's the one thing about Tav. For all he has his weaknesses, he'll always, no matter like if Rangers are behind or whatever, he'll always like show that captain's instinct. He'll take the game to the scruff of the neck. No matter if he's putting in bad deliveries, if his passing's no great, if he's getting megged left, right, centre, he always drives the team forward. We've seen that on a number of occasions, and it was another good captain's performance for the big man.
Scored the 55th minute as well, which I liked.
That was great for him.
That was that.
He definitely meant it, didn't he?
Did you see him delay?
It was good. It was great. Great finish for him.
Fucking superb, sir. I just want to talk about the sender off as well. I thought, kind of like we topped up, it's definitely worth a second yellow card. Is everyone in agreement with that?
Yeah.
There's some people saying it was soft. Well, I think we know who they're saying that they was soft. But Ryan, was that a sender off for you?
Sending off, I've wrote down.
Goggs?
Stupid double booking.
It's very, very silly because he was playing so well. He was actually tearing Katic for a wee bit. Let's be fair.
He was doing right.
They did very well. But again, I'm going to agree it was a sender off, Div.
It was definitely a sending off. I think it was just one of those ones, 2 yellow cards. He's playing really well, and the excitement gets the better of him a wee bit, and he just makes a silly mistake. I mean, the first yellow card is cheap. Awful. It's so cheap. You like, don't give that away, and then the second one, you've done yourself there.
Completely. I think he's 100% a Cosgrove reject, and the more I see this guy plays, he's like just throw the elbow. That's a bit of that.
He's just terrible for ages. For like the first 8 years of his career, and then he just goes on this purple patch, scores goals, gets sent off for a while, gets scouted off for Lazio, and then starts playing like he's Luton Town level.
Big, imagine that. Can you imagine just Cosgrove leading the line at Lazio? That'd be funny to see. Like.
That would be,
Celtic destroyed him at Celtic Park.
Aye, alright, pal.
Aye, okay.
I
I mean, the
Good
last
one.
time you talked up a European result, remember?
What
Remember
one?
what
Was
Gog
that
said?
the Barca 7 one or the PSG 10 one?
No, it was the
or
Clues one, because then
or
when he
the
was talking
Clues
off and
4 one?
Gogsy was like, nah, they're going to get beaten, you went, aye, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe
Well, we'll
jinx
see.
yourself.
We'll see what happens in France on Thursday, won't we?
Oh, he's done it again!
Oh.
He's went for it.
It was a joke.
He went for it. Right.
You'll have the chance to
Again,
reavenge that loss anyway against Cluj
Aye,
in the Europa.
Aye, we will.
Aye.
well, hopefully he's done it.
Good luck with that.
Aye, good luck, aye.
Yeah.
So, right, that's us all wrapped up with the games. That's been a pretty exciting week in the SPFL. I was just grateful it was back, if I'm honest with you. That international break really just fucking kills my soul. It's really crap when you see people like Dude South and Wales and Ireland and all that, like they celebrate the international break. They get to see that. We hate it. It's weird.
Well,
It's
just
so
been the
weird,
same
eh?
story for the past 20 years, isn't it? So
It's fucking.
What?
Do you know,
Fucking
it's
thing in the world.
absolutely mental. We could probably do a full SPFL show on how backwards
Yeah.
Scottish football is and how it's
Really
ran. I mean, let's look at the. I know we're diverting a wee bit here. But 34,000 people turned up to the Russia game at Hampden. Not a sellout. A lot of free tickets been given out for that as well to schools and all that sort of stuff.
You benefited.
The same day,
benefited from that.
the Scottish rugby team sold out Murrayfield 50,000 in a friendly versus Georgia.
Aye.
And Scotland's supposed to be Scotland's national sport's supposed to be football. I mean, what are they doing? What are they doing to drive the fans away?
oh, there's just so many things. I'm sure
Everything.
I can sit here all day and fucking talk
I
about.
think I could spell an SPFL special on that one. We'll do that. Well, if I could spell, that's what I'd
We
spell.
could.
We'll definitely
If I
get to
could find
that.
a pen, that would be fantastic.
Aye, mate, I'm trying to kill time for you to find fucking a pen for the predictions here.
Aye,
You're
aye,
fucking
yeah,
killing me here. You're
Yeah,
killing me.
move on to the team of the week or something. I'll have 5
Right,
players
okay,
of the week and I'll find it.
Right, Goggsy, we're going to start off with yourself, mate. As always, we're going to pick our 5 players of the week, so get involved in the comment section and share the 5 players that stood out to you. And while we do, we'll start off with Goggsy 99er, as again, fucking blood once again. What do you go, Goggs?
Brilliant.
Right, my 5th place is Stephen O'Donnell for that through ball.
Yep.
Because that's a sort of
All right,
through ball
Scotland,
I want it.
Fucking one pass, aye.
In 4th place, I'm going to go with Marcus Fraser for his winning goal at Dingwall. 3rd place, I'm going with Chris Miller because I thought he was the best going forward for Killie.
Yep.
And top 2, I'm going with Sharon Seedorf. And number 1, Declan Gallagher, because that was a very commanding centre-half performance.
Fair play, mate. Fair play indeed. We'll go to yourself, Div. Your 5 players.
Yeah, number 5, I've put Power for Kilmarnock. I thought that he was actually really good in the game. He was getting forward, he was making things happen. Number 4, I've went for O'Donnell. Because he had a great performance and another good win. Number 3, I went for Barker, Rangers. Thought that it was great, came off the bench. Kent obviously got injured, we never touched on that. What you doing, pal, playing him? Anyway, I put him in there because he gets a goal. It's not unlucky, it's stupid. Yeah. Barker at number 3 because he gets a goal, comes on, actually does really well.
Yep.
2, I went for Gallagher because he was brilliant, as Goggsy said. And number 1, I went for Seedorf. So just a wee rotation.
Seedorf.
Aye, just for his fisting skills, you know.
Oh, you bastard. Right, Ryan, on you go, mate. Fucking hell.
I have literally just decided the order of mine there. I had the 5 players, but the order I have decided to put number 5, I have went with the same suggestion as Devin, putting Barker in, which I've already said. Barker's in at number 5. Number 4, I've given to the man, the best left back in Scotland, Bolingoli.
What?
Yep. He was in the team of the week, Devin. He was in the team.
Not even the best left back at Celtic. Come on.
Yeah, he is.
Is he? Better than Greg Taylor?
Yeah,
Take the piss out of the fucking
Jake
shit.
Carroll's
this
better
game.
than him.
Why does everybody hate Hot
Jake,
Bolly?
man.
What's wrong with him?
No, it's fucking. It doesn't deserve to be the team of the fucking.
He was in the team. He was in
wank,
BT
mate.
Sport team of the week and everything.
Aye, but Kent like that is.
He can't defend.
Deep throat Celtic. That's why.
Bolingoli's in at number 4 for me. Number 3, I've gone with Stephen O'Donnell. Number 2, I have gone for Gallagher. And number 1, yes, Goggsy, I've gone with Seedorf.
Oh, nice.
I'm loving this.
My 5, I went a slightly different route. I went with McGuinness facing Mirren at number 5. I kind of lost, but I thought he was a driving force all day. He hit the bar twice. Hit the bar, so I thought he was a standout. I went with Miller from Celtic at number 4. Miller for Kilmarnock, sorry, at number 4. I just thought he was brilliant. I liked his finish in that as well. Very skillful, very fast. Right, this is where it gets a wee bit iffy for me because I've actually put Stewart for Ross County at number 3. I just think he's a danger man all day. They couldn't get near him. So many chances created. And my last 2, did I go? Right, I'm going to do it. I went with O'Donnell, so I picked 2 killies. So I'm going to put him at number 2, just because I thought his performance and the way he responded for the horrific Scotland performance was well done. And number 1, it's going to be Seedorf once again. He's won it.
He's absolutely high.
I've got to be honest, he really impressed me. I was very sceptical coming in because obviously living off the name, we've seen that so many times. I mean, Dundee's Maradona's son. We've got so many lines of us taking people for big names.
So many lines.
So many lines. There we are. Well, that's what happened here. Huh?
You just put Maradona in the same sentence.
You get the blood. Right, let's go with the prediction. On then, right?
We're not doing a goal first now. We're just going to predictions.
Seedorf, mate. That's mine.
Seedorf. Right, okay then. Right, prediction time. We touched on briefly before the show started, in case you're keeping up and you want to know what's happening. CJ and Dev ended with 1.5 points last week, after 2 weeks ago for the game, you know what I mean. And me and Goggsy finished with a point. So I don't know what the actual leaderboard is right now. I don't know who's at the top, who's at the bottom.
I've been top once, you've been top once, and then me and Dev's just drew. So technically, if you look at it.
Right, well, here we go. It's time. It's time for predicting match day number 6.
I'm top.
We've got...
That's weird, isn't it?
We've got 3 games on the Saturday, 3 games on the Sunday. Here we go. Let's take it away. First game of the weekend: Livingston versus Aberdeen at the Spaghetti Had. Goggsy.
That's good.
There you go, Goggsy.
We'll go 2-0 Livingston.
Hey.
Oh, okay, Doc. Right, okay. Dev?
I'm going to go 1-0.
1-0. I am going to go with a 2-1 Aberdeen win. And CJ?
I'll go for an entertaining score draw, 1-1.
1-0.
And I'll read it for the... In fact, no one's actually fired their opinion yet, because obviously I forgot to do that bit. If you're watching along, firing your predictions that I'll talk about at the end of the next one. First one comes in from David Frew. He writes in 1-1. Ian Stewart goes 2-0 to Livingston. And Rugby Beast writes in 2-2. And the last one read it comes from Ross Livingston. And he picks a cheeky score draw as well, 1-1. So keep them flying in, boys. We'll read them out at the end of every turn. Back to yourself, Ryan.
We're heading off to the land of Goggsy now. Motherwell versus Ross County. And what is sure to be an absolute thriller. CJ, kick yourself up with a score, be at Fir Park.
I'm going to be honest, I switched off after I heard Sunderland. What's the game?
Motherwell versus Ross County.
Ooh. I'm going to go big again, 2 each.
Oh,
I am going to go with a 3-1 Motherwell win.
Damn.
Dev?
I'm actually going to go with something similar like yourself, Ryan, but I'm going to go 4-1 to Motherwell.
Holy shit.
Even more.
Yep.
And Goggs?
1-0 Ross County.
And moving on.
He is an absolute... Alex Dixon writes in 3-1 to Motherwell. William Salmon writes in 0-0. Smart Move writes in 3-1. Riso also writes in 3-1 to Motherwell. Scott Castle writes 2-1 Ross County win. That's good to see some support for them. And Cammy McFarlane writes in 3-2 to Motherwell.
Fair play. It's time to head to Paisley. Hey. God help us. St Mirren versus Hamilton is the game. Goggs, kick us off.
3-0 St Mirren.
Oh,
Jesus Christ almighty.
Dev?
I'm going to go 1-0 to St Mirren on the route to score against his former team.
Very precise. I am also going to go 1-0 St Mirren. Very similar route. And CJ?
I broke my ankle in Paisley, played for the Shire, by the way, fun fact. But I'm going to go with St Mirren win 1-0. Go with 1-0.
1-0 as well. 3-1-0s there.
I know, that's unusual.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Agreed.
Mate.
It's going to be 1-0 the other way, you kid for a fact. Let's be
Right.
honest. Right, we'll go. JT actually backs that 1-0 Hamilton. Ian Stewart writes in 2-0. James Hunter just says 0-0, an absolute dead game. which I hope it's still, because that'd be boring
It's
to
always fun.
discuss. Adam Oliver writes in 1-1. A lot of draws coming in, and the last one we'll read it comes from Connor Mitchell. He writes in 3-1 to the Saints.
Lovely jubbly. It's time to go to the other Saints. St Johnstone taking on Rangers at McDermott Park on the Sunday after Europa League. Will it factor into the game? CJ, where can we find your prediction?
Alright, everyone, wait the route to get myself big on the screen. Hey, everyone. If you want my prediction, check the day before, because that's my content. I shouldn't look like this, because I'll get the splints on Thursday. So, see you then. All the best. Perfect.
Lovely. I'm going to
Check, wow.
I'm going to predict a 2-0 Rangers win
Oh,
for this game. Div.
God damn, Ryan, you had today 2-0, didn't you? I'm actually going to agree with you.
Wow.
2-0 Rangers. I think to beat St Johnstone, you just need to be cool, calm, collective, and let the better players do the talking. 2-0.
Can I ask you, Div, before we move on, who do you start up front?
I'll probably be Defoe, wouldn't it? But I would go Morelos every day of the week, always. But probably Defoe.
Sorry, right, carry on, mate.
It's fine. Gogs, final one for the Rangers St Johnstone
I'm
game.
going to go 2-1 Rangers.
Oh, please don't be 2-1.
No, I hate that. Cabby McFarlane writes in 5-0 to Rangers. Callum McCracken writes in 3-0 to Rangers. Angus writes in 2-0 to Rangers. Alfredo and Joe Aribo to score. James Hunter simply writes in a Morelos hat-trick. Markdown writes in 3-0 Rangers. And Ross Livingston also writes in a massive result of 4-0 to Rangers. That's a clean sweep there.
Lovely. Right, heading to Celtic Park. Celtic taking on Kilmarnock. Greg
Ooh.
Taylor facing his old team.
Will it start?
Will they start? I don't think so.
How's it worthwhile away?
Oh, and he's broke place. You're right.
It's fine. It's fine. It was the lid of the pen. I don't think.
Greg Taylor's spirit animal.
Right, Gogs, prediction.
I'm going to go... Kelly on the up. I think I'll go 3-1 Celtic.
They are right on the up with a 3-1
Kelly
loss.
on the up. 3-1 Celtic.
Div,
I'm going to go 1-0 Celtic.
I am going to go 4-1 Celtic.
Hey, can I just ask, see it on European football, he's home or away, Ryan?
We are over in France, yes.
Right, okay. That's going to factor in my decision, just because Kilmarnock's played well as well.
Keep in mind, only I think how many domestic teams have beat us at Celtic Park in the last?
No. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go.
After Aberdeen with the last two.
One each.
1-0, fair play.
I genuinely think it'll be a close game.
But because it's away.
No, I wouldn't be surprised a close game. I'm just going 4-1 for the fact that I feel like, I don't know, just feel like we're playing well at the minute domestically.
He's brilliant against Hamilton.
We were also brilliant against Rangers a couple of weeks ago.
That's fucking piss, shouldn't it? I just think, by the way, I'm not just taking the piss on it. I just think the fact that they're playing away from home as well. I always hate games when you're away from home. Then you.
Oh no, it's my. I don't know why I've installed so much in a 4-1, but I think we look good. So.
Yeah. I'll be interested to see, because Kilmarnock's style slightly changed since their struggles. They've even more like on the ball possession. It'll be interesting to see if they surrender all that to just go defensive again, to see if they can park the bus at Celtic Park. That'll be a key factor in the game, I think. If he sticks with his guns, it may be very a game, because I think if you go at Celtic, there's very a chance. But if you sit back and you plan to defend, you're going to get beat all the time. But yeah, so I'll read out a couple of people's opinion there. James Hunter writes in 6-0 to Celtic. Ian Stewart writes in defo 1-1 on that one. Stephen writes in 2-1 Kelly or a 1-1. Ian Gray writes in 10-0 to the Celts. Let's see, what? I know, I'm upset.
That's out of context, one or what?
Lewis Humphrey writes in 5-0 Celtic. And Scott Castle also writes in a draw with 0-0. That's also said by Callum as well. So a lot of draws come in there.
No loss of the draws. And finally, the talking point of the weekend. Managers' jobs on the line, perhaps, in the Edinburgh Derby at Easter Road, remember? Hibs taking on Hearts. CJ.
Right, so kind of backing up what I said earlier on in the video, I think whoever loses gets their manager sacked. I think Levine's just honestly, he could fall in a canal and come out with Mackay Stephen. He's that lucky. Like, honestly, I actually win 2-1. Wow. So I'll go with that. Hearts 2-1.
I am going to predict 2-1 Hibs.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
My boy Stevie Mann getting the important goals.
It'll be good to him to show up for the first time this season,
huh?
Do you know what? I'm going to back Hettenbottom in this. Reason being, I think Levine is an absolute dafty, and I think he's going to try and defend. And I actually think that Heckingbottom's going to go, do you know what? He's going to be an optimist in the game. He's going to go at it. Give a wee bit of freedom to his players. I'm going to go 1-0.
Finally, to wrap up predictions, Gogs.
Can I predict them both to lose? Or is that just too far-fetched?
I don't actually think that's possible.
Sorry, that's my fat mate. I'm
Cheers,
going
John.
to go 2 each.
Is that fucking true, Jordan? Is it?
No, it's no.
Thanks, Ryan. Appreciate that. Mate.
Gogsy's hoping
Thanks for
it is.
laughing at that.
Aye, pal.
All right. Right, we'll read out a couple of people's opinion, by the way. A lot of draws are starting.
Oh, wait, what was Gogs' score? I haven't even heard that. I was too busy.
Fucking who
I
cares?
said 2 each.
All right, okay. Donkey Podtrick said 2-0 to Hearts. Ross Levy said 0-0. Andy Taker 1-0 to Hibs. He's back in your score. Div, you got 1-0 for Hibs again. That comes from Blue Rangers. And James Hunter writes in 1-0 Hearts. Now, something else I alluded to earlier on in the video. I just wanted to see if he's already saw this, but it was Craig Levine's response to the protests against them.
Oh,
Aye.
His
I've
quote
lost
was,
it. Aye.
"We are 6 points off 4th." It just
It
completely.
doesn't.
Oh,
Oh,
five.
I did.
It doesn't help yourself, aye.
6 points off 4th. I mean, when you talk about success, that's what you talk about. Listen, we are 6 points off 4th. Like, okay. So I don't know what you're talking about. Stop the protest right now. Just go home. 6 points off 4th. 11 off top or something. I don't actually know.
The bottom.
Just stop it.
Alright, so I just feel
Wait,
like
how many points is he actually off bottom? So
No, there's no
it's
bottom.
The
Wait,
third
the-
bottom.
right.
Hearts
So
are
you're
bottom.
actually bottom of the league, Craig. So
Not me.
the other one.
The shiter one.
You actually share a name with him. That's bad.
I know, mate. I'm going to be honest with you. He's really let the
But-
Craig's do.
So-
We've had a meeting. We're all kicking about.
This is shocking. This is. He's bottom of the table and he's coming out with statements like that.
Aye. He's 1 point behind St Johnstone, who lost 7 goals in the first game. That's fantastic.
That's brilliant. And I don't think if St Johnstone won a game yet this season, I don't think I have.
No,
No.
they've got 3
Three
points.
draws. 3 draws.
But they're
Um,
6 points off 4th. Then what are you fucking worrying about? Huh? Fuck
It's
you.
gonna be alright.
Sound? We're cushy.
I know.
Not to worry about, boys. But anyway, that
Aye.
kind of sums up Craig Levine's mentality. I think it wraps up this week's episode of the SPFL show. Thank you so much for watching. We just want to give you a wee round through. We'll start with you, Ryan. Where can they find you on the internet?
Ryan 118 on YouTube and Ryan Stephen F on Twitter.
What's your email address? One
kept
week
it.
I'll get it. One fucking week I'll get it. I promise you. Gogsy?
On YouTube at goggsy89 and on my second channel more goggsy.
Never, not a fucking word of that. Shut
No.
up.
That was just frequencies there, wasn't it? My brain hurts.
Has anyone ever seen that film with like Michael Keaton? Like, what's a white noise? And it's just like the ghosts are trying to speak through the things. That's what it was like there. It was fucking scary. Right, when you go in there?
YouTube.com/sharpdiv or sharpdiv on Instagram and Twitter.
Perfect. And I've been CJ Over 92, or a version of CJ Over 92. Thank you so much for watching, and bye. Now, this is the real awkward part because you can see all that.